Alright, got this Deus 2 out here. Got 2 parts of a bobby pin cut off, you know, simulating some smaller ferrules. That's a US nickel under there. You see that? Well, watch what happens with this machine. This will give you Deus 2 or something to think about. Okay, I've got 2 programs in this machine. A fast, okay, silencer at default, pitch tones, okay, 6.8 disc. I don't have any notch in this right here. There's no notch, okay, 24 kilohertz for the band selected. See it there? I'm at frequency shift number 6. Now I've got a solo nickel over here. Alright, frequency number 6 and reactivity is 1. Okay? Listen. You hear that? Okay? Now I'm going to do a frequency shift. Just shift it all the way. We'll check it at 1. I'll let you hear this. You hear that? You hear how good that signal is? I'm going to shift it. I'm going back over to 6. That's all I've done to this machine, okay? Let you listen. Signal is not as good, okay? Now I know it's bright out here. Okay, now we're going to go over here to my save program because I've got some notch in it. It's a fast program, okay? There it is right there. What I've done, I've got 11 through 58 notched, and I've got 65 up to, I don't know, 80 or something like that, but that's how high it goes is unimportant. We've got a nickel window, 59 through 64. Okay, silencer default. We're in pitch tone, 6.8 disc, okay, frequency max. We're at 0, see it right there? 0. Now let's sweep this right here. You hear that, how good that sounds? Now let's just do the frequency shift to 6. Listen to this. How you like that, boys? You like that? Okay, now I'll do a frequency shift down to 5. Okay, we'll go down to 1. You see that? Back to 6. You can miss that nickel right there in this machine at 5 and 6. We'll look at 4. Frequency shift 4. 24 kilohertz band. Speed 1. Listen. One-way signal. Pretty good. Back to 6. You hear that? Now, what I don't know, you know, I got to test this machine with a beta version. I'm going to get over here in the shade. You'll see Mr. Blackwell, he showed a little demo, I believe, with a beta version, and it showed the actual frequency, the higher frequency being transmitted. What I don't know, and I got to see that as well, but it was taken off for the final release, okay, the highest frequency being transmitted. What I don't know when we do frequency shift, what happens to the lowest frequency. But you clearly see on this right here, keeping that nickel window open. Okay, but even if I go back over here to the fast program that has no notch, we'll look at that one more time here right quick. Frequency max 24. Here's frequency shift 0. Now there's no notch in this machine, okay? Same setup as before, except no notch. Real clear 2-way signal. We're shifting all the way to 6. What do we get? You hear that? Not as good. She's cutting out. But there's no notch in that. Unlike my save program, I've got a nickel window. Okay? Back to the save program. There it is. Frequency max. Frequency shift number 6 with the notch. 59 through 64 open. I can get this call right here. Okay, I'll let you listen. Frequency shift 6. Alright. Frequency shift 4. Okay. Frequency shift 1. Back to 6. You hear that? Now I got a nickel that fell off this box here. It ought to be laying right in here. So it's not EMI. I see it right there, down in there. So it's not EMI that's crippling this machine here, okay? It's what I'm trying to show you. It's changing this frequency, okay? Back to frequency shift 0. Okay, so you can clearly see, now this is the 24 kilohertz band, okay? But you can clearly see, depending on what band you have, is going to give you better unmasking on, or detection even, on some nickels. Now let me lift this 2x4 up here, show you what we got. You see those two little pieces of iron there? Okay. So again, you could go into a site with auto scan on, and if it picks channel 6, you could sweep right over that with a nickel window. If you do auto scan and it gives you a channel 0 or 1, you have a higher chance of hearing something like that. Hope you enjoyed.